All right, everybody. Jason here. Welcome to the Game Warrior. Now, I have been filming videos for you guys again because I came back with my Nemesis video and I'm having some technical issues. It's funny, I watch the Liege of Games, Chris, and he's always talking about little problems where he's like, oh, second time I filmed this, and well, I always thought, God, that never happens to me, and well, lately it's been happening to me a lot. So this is obviously going to be an unboxing of Last Light. Excited. Mr. Roy Kennedy, Deluxe Edition. And what I got here, I've been painting the Juggernaut for my Marvel United stuff. Now, obviously, I don't know if you know this, but obviously I'm not painting every single miniature in the Marvel United line. There's too many, but I am looking forward this year to getting Marvel United Multiverse. That sounds exciting. I got some big CMON games coming this year, I think, and that, which I spent way too much on, and the other one I spent way too much on, Cthulhu Death May Die. It's funny, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, is this actually going to work? Is this going to actually show up on a video? I did a whole unboxing of White Castle, that little game from DeVere, and it just wouldn't work. It wasn't corrupted, but my software wouldn't accept it. So, we switched cameras. Here we go. Last Light unboxing. Look at this thing. Deluxe Edition. Oh, look at this. They did give me this, my friends. So, meanwhile, this being December 30th, how are you? How are you? I asked questions in the previous video. I'll ask them again here. What have you been playing, if anything? And what new games did you get for Christmas or for the holidays? This is something extra they gave me. So, being the Deluxe Edition. If you see back here behind there, you see some of that stuff? That is stuff for Forbidden Fortress, which is a game I still haven't played, but I've been assembling and doing some painting. So let's go. First time, here we go. Here we go, a little unboxing. Last Light. This has been something that's pretty cool because if you've been watching the Dice Tower over the years, you get to really like Roy Kennedy. He's a very likable person and cool. And then he got to build his own game and it's been successful. It's been on a lot of people's lists. And here we go. I, of course, backed it. And here we go. Let's see what we got. You and I, we're going to do this together. We're going to get into this together. Oh, is there an excitement in opening a new game box for you? There is for me. I just love it. Oh, this is a fun part. I've talked about the phases of games. You want to go through the phases with me? You see it on Kickstarter or in the store. I mean, sometimes you play it first. Sometimes you show up a game night and someone brings a new game. This year, games like Hegemony, Oak. Hegemony and Oak. There might have been a third game. Oh yeah, there was Spartacus, which is an old game, but those three games someone else brought and I played. So those are the first things. Though I did see Oak and decide not to back it. And I saw Hegemony and knew it was going to be good and had my friend back it instead. Save some money. And we played that once and that was great. It's a game to really get into, which we haven't done. Anyways, back to this. So you see it. Sometimes you play it first, sometimes you see it. So that's an exciting part and you make that order, right? So you decide to get it. And if you order it retail, you get it off the shelf, or you know, if you're buying it from a local game store, or if you go on Amazon or Game Nerds or Miniature Market and you order it then, and then the day comes and it shows up. Now, there's another way, obviously, is Kickstarter, right? You make that order Kickstarter, then you got some real delayed gratification going on there because it's gonna take a while. What was this? This is probably over a year ago. It seems to be delivered on time, and boom, right? It comes and you get excited. And so this came a while ago, but I put it under the tree, wrapped it up so that I couldn't get it until now. A little more delayed gratification, and here it is, December 30th. So far of my games, my big haul of Christmas games that I got this year, I've played Septima, which is the witch game for my wife, and White Castle. So I've got some games to go. And that's the problem. That's the problem. I have so many games to play, and I love them. I just love board games. Okay, anyways. So Last Light, let's look through this. Oh, okay, so this is the phases. I was gonna just chat with you about phases. So then you open phase, you get it in the mail phase, and sometimes it sits there wrapped up for a long time. That happens. Shh. Anyways, then boom, you open it, the unboxing, and you look through it. That's a fun phase. Love that phase. Then what's the other phase? You start to learn to play it, and that breaks down to the setup. You get the rules, and then you set the whole thing up. That's the easy part. Then comes the hard part, which is understanding the mechanics of how, okay, what can you do on your turn? That's where it bogs down for me. It's the least fun step. But what you do is you just power through, and then you play your first game. This is my advice to you. Just power through and play your first game. And you're like, we're probably screwing this up. Yep, you are. So what? Just get going. Make actions. Buy a planet. I buy 5 gray planets. You lost. That was the worst thing you could have done, but you're starting to learn. So, okay, we got us a rule book. This is interesting. Like, how big is this rule book? I haven't heard anyone say that the rule book sucks. I'm wondering if you come from the Dice Tower, you've got to hear over and over again complaints about crappy rule books. So the rule book looks well done. Looks pretty good. I mean, we'll see, right? You'll read it. Game design, game development, graphics. I wonder who did the book. You know, hopefully it's a good rule book. It's becoming more and more an issue with me. Like, really, really not happy. Planet assemblies, game board assemblies. I know it rotates. That's going to be cool. Here we go. These things are wrapped in plastic. Do you really care? Should probably just fast forward past some of this. But maybe you want to see the quality of the components. I did get the deluxe version, of course. Always get the deluxe version. Always get the deluxe version. I don't go all in all the time, but a couple things. If you can get a deluxe version of just higher quality components, A, you do that, and B, always get metal coins. Always get the metal coins if you can. So these look well made. Gray Fox Games makes, the big game they make is the Champions of Midgard that I remember, right? Am I correct on that? Someone tap it down below and tell me if I'm wrong on that. I think I'm right. And that's a great quality game. So, but, okay. There's probably some work to be done putting all this stuff together. And here's something which may or may not be the main board. It looks like it is. Let's see what this looks like. One of the big things is that I'm less and less a fan of boards lately, because they just, no matter when they come from the manufacturer, they don't lay flat over and over and over and over again. And it might not be poor construction, it might be just the way it is. But hey guys, I'm not trying to be funny here, but this thing actually lays flat. Look at that. Wow, I've got to be honest. I'm always honest. What the fuck am I saying? Excuse my language. Not many game boards lay flat. This one does. I'm very impressed. Okay, sorry about that language. Sorry, I swore. Lately I've been paying attention to language in certain ways, and one of the things I want to take out is words like and another word I want to take out is to be honest. Like, when would I not be honest? So a little frustration with myself there. Here are these boards. They are going to rotate in really cool ways, so that's awesome. That's a nice looking board. Let's look over here at what we got. And what we got are these little planetary balls. Just tons of them. Can you see them? These are fun. They are fun. That's just a fun thing to have. So, yay to that. I hope it's functional. I'm sure, hopefully it will be. Here we have spaceships. We have blue, red, yellow, and purple. Usually people would do green if they stayed to the color codes, but, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I have some allergies, even in the middle of December. A lot of extra bags for parts, being helpful. Rocks, little space rocks and space things. Those look pretty cool. More things. Oh, these are probably the planetary pieces that you put together. We won't do that on film. And cards. Cards. So you have your big cards. Probably got your medium cards, your regular playing card size cards, and you got your little tiny cards. I hate little tiny cards, anyone who knows me. And then you got some dice down there. Wouldn't be a Roy Kennedy game without some dice chucking, would it? I heard, I was a little disappointed. I heard that second printing of this is coming out in expansion. And while I think that's a good business move for him, I was kind of hoping to see what his next game was. I was like, oh, let's see, let's keep it going, Roy. Roy, if you're listening, what's the next one on board? I know it's probably a good business move right now. Strike while the iron is hot. Everyone's doing it. If the game succeeds even mildly, they put a second edition out and get a next wave. So, okay, well, there isn't much more to do. In the center here is some kind of little foam piece. Maybe something eventually goes in there. There we go. There we go, folks. Just a little unboxing, just a little hello from Jason out here in Utah, Heber City, Utah. Someone just reached out to me and said, hey, you in Heber? And hopefully I just met a new friend, and him and his family is looking for a gaming group, and I'm really kind of hopeful. Hit me up on email, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, what did you get for Christmas, and what have you been playing, if anything? Those are the two questions. And the third question, which I keep asking, is how are you doing? How's everyone doing out there? It's good to be back. I have had some filming difficulties. I don't know if this is even going to make it. We'll see. We'll see if the software works. Meanwhile, have fun gaming, share what you're doing in your life and in your gaming, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hopefully I look forward to seeing you in this video. This has been Jason from the Game Warrior. Have a great new year.